After the campus queen got a mind-reading system, all she had to do was touch me to hear my thoughts. During finals, she touched my head and my answers were copied by her. When we ran for student council president, she held my hand and read my entire campaign speech word for word. Even my childhood crush was taken by her first. No matter what I did, she was always one step ahead. In the end, she played the victim first, while I became the copycat everyone hated, pushed to the edge by public opinion. When I opened my eyes again, I was back in the final exam room. But this time, the system came to me too. While your thoughts are being forcibly read, this system will grant you one ability. What do you want? I thought for a moment. I want to edit my own thoughts. After saying that, I picked up my pen and was about to start. Then a familiar hand pressed against my back. I knew Liu Ruyan was reading my thoughts again. Just as I panicked, an electronic voice sounded in my ear. Force mind reading detected. Activate thought editing function. I answered in my mind through gritted teeth. Change all my correct answers into wrong ones. So for the next 10 minutes, every time I solved a question, Liu Ruyan's pen moved right after mine. When I stood up to hand in my paper, I deliberately turned slightly and quickly glanced at her answer sheet. That one look made my grip on my paper go loose, because every answer Liu Ruyan wrote was wrong. The system really had edited my thoughts. After that, I walked out of the classroom and Liu Ruyan immediately chased after me in her heels. Song, how do you think you did this time? I nodded with a blank face. Not bad. She still wanted to ask more. But then our counselor walked over with a smile and patted Liu Ruyan on the shoulder. Ruyan, you did great this time. Your paper was completely filled out. If you get first in the major again, that grad school recommendation spot is basically yours. I'm rooting for you. After hearing that, Liu Ruyan could barely hide the smugness in her eyes, but she still pretended to be humble. Please don't say that, sir. With Meng Meng as my competition, I might not get first. The counselor suddenly gave a cold laugh. Just keep your paper covered. If she can't copy yours, she'll show her true colors. My heart sank. In my last life, Liu Ruyan used my thoughts to copy my answers, then turned around and accused me first. She reported me for copying her, saying, Song's subjective answers are exactly the same as mine. If that's not copying me, what is? Now that I got a second chance, I'd take back everything that belonged to me and ruin her name. As soon as I got back to the dorm, I saw Liu Ruyan post on Moments. Crammed for one night and mastered every key point. I seriously don't get why my roommate studied for an entire semester. The roommate she meant was me. On the first day of school, she posted her college entrance exam score in the class group to show off. 1 point away from Tsinghua. Such a shame. Everyone below praised her. Until the counselor suddenly spoke up. The real pity is Song Meng Meng. Her score was enough for Tsinghua, but to take care of her seriously ill grandma, she chose a university in our province. Because of that, Liu Ruyan felt I stole her spotlight. From that day on, she targeted me every chance she got. In her mind, I was just a small-town test machine. How could I possibly be better than someone like her, who'd had elite education since childhood? But no matter how hard she competed, she never beat me once, until she got the mind-reading system. The comments under her post were all praise. A genius is a genius. She can get first with barely any effort. Song Meng Meng is such a clown. No matter how hard she works, she'll never beat Ruyan. All that praise clearly made Liu Ruyan happy. Song is a small-town test machine. Getting second in the major is already impressive enough. I looked at my phone screen and couldn't help laughing. I hoped she could still act so superior when the grades came out. Just then, my phone buzzed. It was a message from my childhood friend Gu Zeyuan. Meng Meng, I hope you get that grad school recommendation spot. I'll be waiting for you at Qing University. I couldn't help smiling. Before I could reply, Liu Ruyan's voice suddenly came from behind me. Song, are you texting your boyfriend? I jumped and instinctively turned off my phone screen, then frowned and asked, What do you want? Liu Ruyan's eyes instantly turned red, like she had suffered some huge injustice. The other roommates immediately gathered around and started scolding me. Song Meng Meng, Ruyan was just worried about you. Why are you being so mean? Is your boyfriend that embarrassing? It's been 3 years and you've never made him public. They asked the same thing in my last life. Back then, I anxiously explained in my head. Gu Zeyuan is a rich heir from Beijing, and he's handsome too. But we're not officially together yet, so how could I make it public? In the end, Liu Ruyan heard every word of that. Using what was in my heart, she figured out all of Gu Zeyuan's preferences.